Okay, here we go. Anonymed.com, create your emergency record. And you click on here, you'll bring up this screen like that. And then you're going to put a name in there and an email. And I've pre-filled one here for demo. George, and he's made a new email at yahoo.com because he wants to keep it separate, but you can use any email. And then continue after reading conditions and things. You can auto-generate a password is easiest. I'm not going to save it. So let's add medical information. So number one question, have you had anaphylaxis? Let's say yes. And what caused it? Let's say penicillin, or there's a whole list of things. That's the most common cause for anaphylaxis. Allergies, yes. What caused the allergy? It was penicillin again, wasn't it? And what was the reaction? It was anaphylaxis. So it's going to be recorded twice, but you can, let's say, add another one here, that they're allergic to sulfur drugs, which is quite common. Maybe the reaction was just a rash. So here, an early rash rather than a late rash. All right, so that's there. Next, let's say you haven't had any serious infections, but there's a whole list in there. Let's say you have had an anesthesia problem. The most common one would be a difficult intubation there, which is very useful to know about and helps protect you if you need emergency anesthesia. Heart disease, let's say you do have a common one, or maybe coronary heart disease, yes. And then also say you've got atrial fibrillation, which is actually really common, AF or AFib, the Americans call it. Next, let's say you've got no lung disease, it's maybe nothing much else, otherwise it's going to be too long, this video. So just keep going, but you can scroll through these if you want to have a look. You can say yes, optional for mental illness, but let's say yes, and then say have you had panic attacks or whatever. Next, endocrine disease, let's say no, but that's diabetes, the big one, and thyroid disease plus a bunch of other ones. Skin disease, no, but there's only major ones in there. Similar with bone and joint diseases and arthritis and immune system, blood diseases, there are lots. You can just scroll through them and see. Syndromes, there are lots and lots of weird syndromes, common, very uncommon. Let's say you've got long QT syndrome, which is important to know about when you receive certain drugs. Okay, and let's put you on a blood thinner. George takes, say, rivaroxaban, which is one of the most common blood thinners that people with AFib or AF often take. Let's say next, heart, well, let's say you're also on a beta blocker because it's common with AF or AFib. Next, and then let's say no diabetes, no steroids, no mental health, managing of panic attacks otherwise, epileptics, no, Parkinson's, no, miscellaneous things like thyroxine and asthma drugs and mild painkillers, narcotic for stronger painkillers, and other illegal drugs as well, which you can put in there, cannabis or whatever that may be legally prescribed. Let's say you were born in the 60s, so this is where it's anonymous. It's not asking if your date of birth. Let's make you, well, George is probably a male, white with green eyes, let's say. Let's make George 175 centimetres tall. You can do it in inches as well. And let's make him 88 kilos and make him a negative blood type. All right, it's also going to ask you for whether you have a disability or not. Let's say he's hearing impaired. It's going to ask you for It's kind of a baseline blood pressure. Systolic, which is the top one, and heart rate, let's make it 88 again. Oxygen saturation, let's make it 96. Your doctor will know these, or you can work it out yourself or buy a little pulse oximeter. It's handy to have from the drugstore. Next, if you've got an advanced care directive or a living will, let's say doesn't, although you should think about it. And there is your emergency medical summary. Okay, it's got everything there. You can edit anything. Oh, if you forgot something, oh yes, I do have some lung disease. Let's say I'm a heavy smoker. All right, next. Then you have to go through the whole thing. It's just come up here to the dashboard, and you have your basic info, your medications, your he's not on too many medications, but then generate the QR code, right, which you can share. You can share it with email, AirDrop, message to yourself or someone else, or save it, right, and then it'll ask you to open it, and there you are. So save it as a photo. You may have to edit it, crop it down to make it fit in the right place on your locked screen. So you want to save it as wallpaper on your locked phone screen, and then when you collapse or get hit by a car or in an accident, some other trauma or assault or anything, some kind of shock, sepsis, whatever else, the paramedics or anyone helping or the doctors at the hospital can scan this code and see all your information will come up, okay? Done, save. You can save it here as well. Done. And then we go back here. You can download the PDF there, and then you can take screenshots of it, or you can save it as a PDF as well and print it out, put it in your wallet, send it to people. Then you can upload your advanced care directive documents and upload other documents here. And the most useful one would be an ECG or EKG. And you can just choose a photo or a file. But you might also have an echocardiogram or a angiogram or lots of other things here that you could upload. All your cardiologist report, your surgery operation reports, maybe anaesthetist has written you a difficult intubation letter, which we sometimes do, lots of things. Now, if you can't see it on the list, then you can just upload it as a miscellaneous thing. So there you are, it's all done. Next, generate your QR. Again, we've already done it. So that's how you set up a record.